Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Learn Agency. I hope so you're doing great. Okay, coming back to my class, the direct and indirect speech. So I had started with the present tense family, which I had completed. Now, in my previous class, I had started with the past tense family, to which there are two parts left. Okay, now the first part which was left was the past perfect tense. So first I'll try to explain you, like, if the sentence is in the direct speech, what will be the result and how will it convert in the indirect speech. Okay, now every tense changes. Now just to revise, I would like to remind you all that if you are sitting for an examination in which the direct and indirect speech is a part of the syllabus, what you'll have to know is the tense. More than your direct and indirect speech, my dear, you have to know your tense very well. Now the past perfect tense. Okay, so as I have told you that there are changes in the tense, but my dear, if in the direct speech past perfect tense sentence comes, then there will be no change. There will be no change. There will be no change. Okay, now past perfect tense will remain past perfect tense. It will not change into any other tense. Clear? Now with the help of one example, I'll show you that what will there be, like what will we have to write. Is there anything which we have to add on or remove? Let's find out. Okay, now number one. Rohan said, comma, he had finished his homework. So now the solution to this will be very simple and very easy. First, your child has to understand that whether this sentence is in perfect tense or not. As I told you, tense is very important. Now this had shows past. Okay, the had shows past. Finished action ending with ed, or the third form of verb, it shows perfect tense. So this hence becomes past perfect. That means he had finished his homework is a part of past perfect tense. Now the rule of the direct and indirect speech says this is in direct speech. Now if you're converting it into indirect speech, there will be no change. There will be no change. There will be no change. The answer is very simple. Rohan said. Now in place of comma, the connector will come into play. Normal rule that now from here till here it will remain the same. Again I'm repeating, it will remain the same. There will be no changes. Please make sure that your child or you, if you're sitting for the examination, don't get confused. हाँ भैया सब में change आता है, इसमें नहीं आएगा? नहीं आएगा. Don't worry. That he had finished his homework. So please take out your copy, guys, and please copy this, that there will be no change if the sentence is in the past perfect tense. There will be no change. I'm repeating once again, no change. Okay, I hope so this example is clear, that if something is in past perfect tense, not something, the direct speech is in the past perfect tense, then there will be no change. Clear? Now the second topic which I have to cover today is the now in the past perfect tense there is no change. There is one more tense in which there will be no change, and that is past perfect progressive tense. Past perfect progressive tense, or you may call it past perfect continuous tense. Anything progressive or continuous means the same. So if the sentence is in the past perfect progressive tense, then there will be no change. There will be no change. There will be no change. Okay. Now with the help of one example, I'll try to explain you that there is no change. Okay. So come, I'll show you. Mike said he had been sitting in class since early morning. Now, Mike said, Mike ने कहा, क्या कहा? He had been sitting in class since early morning. First of all, for those of you all who doesn't know what is the past perfect progressive tense, let's break it up. Okay, past shows had, perfect shows been, and progressive shows sitting. Okay, had been. If you broke it up, the progressive ये हो जाता है. Progressive, past progressive becomes this, being sitting. The word being shows progressive and sitting shows continuous. Okay, and had obviously you know it in the past form. Hence it becomes the past perfect progressive tense. Simple and sweet, no rocket science. फिर से मैं explain करता हूँ. Had shows the past perfect form of it, and being sitting shows the perfect progressive. तो past perfect had बन जाता है, perfect progressive बन जाता है being sitting. For all this type of sentences, the treatment is very simple. Don't get confused, otherwise you will lose mark. कोई हाई-फाई सोच मत लगाओ. It's very simple. Keep it logical. भैया change नहीं होता है. So don't change anything. Okay? So the answer is again, Mike said, comma will be replaced by the connector, that he had been sitting in class since early morning. As you see that there are no changes. Mike said that he had been sitting in class since early morning. There are no changes. There will be no changes. I hope so. This part is also clear. So there are two tense in which the tense will not change. That is, the first is the past progressive tense, past perfect tense, and the second one is the past perfect progressive tense. I hope so. This concept is clear to you all. Now, the last part of the tense family is a future tense. Now we'll see that how does a future tense takes place or it gets converted in the direct and indirect speech. So let's start again. So, future tense means what? Future tense means जो होने वाला है, right? जो होगा. Okay ना? Future tense means जो होने वाला है. So, future tense in the direct and indirect speech. So, first change what you will see is that direct speech where the word will be used. Will be there. Will be there. Okay. So, will change into would. Will change into would. This is the only change which will come. Now with the help of one example, I'll show you, and I'll hope so that this part will also be clear. The main part that was from the present and past. Now the future tense is light, halka hulka hai. So please, I'll make it quick but slow so that we can also understand. So let's begin with one of the examples. She said, what did she say? I will go to London हाँ, so she said I will go to London. अच्छी बात है भाई, लंदन जा रहे हैं, हम लोग भी जाए कभी, but it's good. Now she said, now will become would. Connector will replace the comma out here. The pronoun I will become she, because we are not taking the same thing. We are telling what the other person has already said. If she is telling that उसके लिए I आता है, and if we are telling, then वो she बन जाएगा. And all this changes of pronoun, I'll be doing a class on it, so that it will be very clear that how does the pronoun take place. Not only tense, but also the pronoun will be changing in the sentences in the indirect speech, which you must have noticed. I'm not talking about it because थोड़ा लंबा part चलेगा उसको, तो after finishing the tense part, I will go on to the pronoun parts. What are the pronouns and how are they changed? Okay, so now simple answer to this. She said, now comma will be replaced by the connector that, I will be replaced by she, would will change into will change into would go to London. Simple and sweet. She said that she would go to London. The only change which took place was will changed into would. Okay, will changed into would. This was the first future tense part in which we will find out that the future tense में will जो है वो would बन जाएगा. Now we'll go on to the future continuous tense, which is the next part of the syllabus. See, for class 9 and 10, you'll have to know each and every point which I'm trying to explain to you. That will include pronoun, that will include exclamatory sentences, imperative sentences, tenses, pronouns, everything will be there for your syllabus. If you are in class 10, please make sure that whenever my new part comes, please make sure to watch that video. Otherwise, you will be having problem in your treatment with the direct and indirect speech. Now, further, we're moving on to now I won't about the full thing. Future progressive tense. Future progressive tense, or commonly known as a future continuous tense. Now, the future progressive tense, the word, the helping verb which is used, or the auxiliary verb which is used is will be. Now, will be will change into would be. Okay, will be will change into would be. Okay, there is no other change. I said that present tense khatam, one part is finished. Past tense khatam, ek aur lafda hat gaya. Future tense is very easy. Please make sure that you don't make a mistake out here. ठीक है ना? ठीक है. Now with the example, I will move forward. David said, I will be feeding my kids. अच्छा पापा है, बच्चे को खाना खिला रहे, very nice, मम्मी लोग खुश. Now David said I will be feeding my kids. Okay, now future tense will है तो future tense समझ में आ गया. Now B is there, it shows the continuous tense or the progressive tense. So will shows what? The future tense. B shows what? The progressive tense. Khatam. How does will be is future progressive tense? Clear? No rocket science, simple logic है. Now this will change into would be. That's it and nothing else. David said. Now said का बाद comma will be replaced by the connector that. So David said that. Now since David is a boy or a man, David said. अगर हम बोलेंगे उसको तो मैं बोलूंगा David ने कहा. We'll say he said. So वो हो जाएगा he. Now will be will change into would be as per the rule. Would be feeding. He is not going to feed my children or my kids. He is going to feed his kids. So ये my जो बन जाएगा his बन जाएगा. David said that he would be feeding my kids. क्यों खिलाएगा भाई? हम हैं तब तक खिलाने के लिए. But the thing is out here, David said that he would be feeding his kids. Make sure, children, that you know this concept very well. The meaning of the sentence shouldn't change. Okay ना, but not drastically change. It should change a bit, but not in this way कि मेरा बच्चा को खिला रहा है वो खाना. That is wrong. He is going to feed his children, his kids, so let him feed his kids. I have my own hands. खिला दूंगा अगर हुआ तो. So David said that he would be feeding his kids. Clear? Rocket science सब कुछ बता दे रहा हूँ धीरे धीरे करके. Otherwise आप बोलेंगे मिंसी ने सिखाया नहीं. हम सब सिखा रहे हैं. I'm taking time, going through every bit of notes which is possibly to be missed out. I'm just trying to put that in my video. So please, इसके तो like बनता है. Okay, now the last part of the class is the future perfect tense. Please guys copy this. एकदम easy है. एकदम easy है. That's why I'm showing you one example each. तो सारे example का treatment वैसे ही होने वाला है. It will have no difference. Only will become to would. इसमें हो जाएगा will be becomes would be. That's it. Nothing else. Now, future perfect tense. Future perfect tense. इसका हेल्पिंग वर्ब क्या होता है? Let's explain you. Okay, धीरे 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 करके. Future में क्या आता है? चलो I'm asking you all. Pause the video. What is the helping of the future tense? सोचो जरा and then respond. Obviously will होता है. So will. Perfect. Has, have or had. यहाँ पर आएगा have. Will have. Now will have will change into what? Please pause the video and I hope so इसका आंसर आपको पता ही होगा. It's so common यार. सब में will becomes would तो ये भी will become would. So will change into would have. Simple logic है, nothing, no rocket science. एकदम sweet, एकदम मीठा रसगुल्ला टाइप्स का. Please, one example and I will end this topic right here. ठीक है? Okay. She said, उसने क्या कहा? I will have cooked the food. She said, I will have cooked the food. Now the first change will be from here. Comma will become that or will change to that. I, because she said, ladki hai wo, I will become she. Will have will change into would have. That's the only change. Okay? And how will you know it is in future perfect tense? Bhaiya, will have, future, perfect have, perfect cooked. Simple logic, no rocket science. एकदम आराम से करना, आराम से. 1 mark should be inside this pocket, I'm telling you. इसमें आ जाना चाहिए. So, answer to this is very simple. She said that she would have cooked the food. She said that she would have cooked the food. Simple एकदम. Simple. जो जहां changes आ रहा है, I am trying to clear those out so that the points should not be missed. Okay. So guys, I am ending the class over here only. And in my next class, I'll move forward with the direct indirect speech, or I might start with my math class because it's been a long time I haven't done maths with you all. So I hope so till here. The present family, the past family, and the future family is all clear. If any for class 6 or class 5, this portion is enough. You may have exclamatory sentences even, but for this you can score. Okay. So please wait for my next video on this chapter. Because this chapter only 30% is finished, 30 to 40%. The 10th family takes around 30 to 40% of this chapter. I have completed that. Now please go back to my previous videos. I'll leave the link down in the description box. And please show your love and show your support by liking and subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for watching and taking your time. Bye bye and take care.